You wake up, the room is quiet, the temperature is controlled, and for the first time in human history, there is absolutely zero threat of freezing, starving, or being hunted before breakfast. Yet before you even leave the bed, a strange fatigue sets in. You are perfectly safe, but you already feel exhausted, psychologically behind on a day that hasn't even started. This is a specific, quiet hollowness. It feels like staying in the waiting room of your own life, expecting the actual living to start any minute, even though your real life is already happening. That feeling is the logical result of living in the most comfortable civilization in human history. We have optimized for ease, and in the process, we have lost something vital. For 200,000 years, the human baseline was defined by intense daily friction. Waking up meant solving an immediate physical problem: secure food, build shelter, and protect your tribe. Every ancestor you have bore that immense physical weight. Then, in an evolutionary blink of an eye, just a few decades, we successfully engineered away those ancient problems. We built warm houses, filled grocery stores with endless calories, and created on-demand everything. We solved the problem of survival so effectively that we no longer need to move to stay alive. We built a paradise, yet we arrived there feeling more anxious and lonely than ever before. Societal anxiety is at record highs, while our sense of meaning seems to be collapsing. This is the comfort trap. We successfully engineered away physical struggle, only to find that our internal sense of purpose was tied to the very friction we worked so hard to eliminate. The human brain's motivation system was engineered for a world that no longer exists, a world of severe scarcity and constant physical consequence. Your neurochemistry evolved to reward physical survival. Dopamine peaked when you overcame intense friction. Today, this system misfires. Earned peaks are replaced by a flat line of microspikes from endless scrolling. Platforms exploit this biological gap, hijacking your reward system to maximize attention instead of fulfillment. You find yourself in a loop of endless stimulation that provides immediate chemical hits but leaves you feeling empty. You are consuming more than ever, yet you never feel full. Because we were biologically designed to earn our emotional well-being through effort, unearned comfort becomes toxic to the brain. When we remove physical challenge, our tolerance for any kind of discomfort shrinks. Boredom feels unbearable, and the mild friction of a difficult conversation starts to feel like a threat to be avoided. This loss of tolerance destroys human connection. Historically, deep intimacy was forged through shared struggle. People became teams because they had to rely on each other to handle hard things. Modern convenience services eliminate that interpersonal friction. We no longer need to rely on neighbors or communities to solve our daily problems, so we have unintentionally traded intimacy for individual ease. By optimizing our lives for maximum convenience, we have engineered away the shared difficulties that once cured our loneliness. The solution is to deliberately inject friction back into your life. This isn't about romanticizing suffering. It's recognizing that the human mind needs resistance to stay sharp. Think of voluntary hardship as biological pressure. Just as exercise hardens a muscle, choosing intentional difficulty keeps the mind resilient. This looks like choosing analog tasks over digital ones. It looks like sitting in absolute silence with no inputs, or finishing a project that is boring, difficult, and entirely yours. Something shifts when you stay with a difficult task instead of running to an easy escape. You stop feeling like a spectator and start feeling like an agent in your own life. Overcoming minor daily resistance restores a fundamental psychological truth. You are a person capable of doing hard things. The world will get more comfortable. Algorithms will get more precise, and daily friction will vanish. In a world built for maximum ease, choosing difficulty is a deliberate departure from the path of least resistance. It is the only way to remain whole. The fatigue you feel when you wake up in your safe, quiet room is your biology signaling its need for a more demanding existence. This persistent hollowness is exactly the internal signal required to begin building a life based on effort rather than consumption. It is the beginning of a real life.